Hey, good morning, folks. Today's the day. We got another vlog, and we're going to be talking about how to get my church live streaming since our stuff is broke and our new items have not came in yet. So let's go. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We have 6 cameras at our church, and we have two HDMI ends. That's our Pro Presenter computer and our left camera. So there's no way for me to hook, we can't turn 4 into 6. So we had to sit back and think. I don't need this. What we're gonna do is we have an SDI to HDMI converter. This is gonna be for our back camera. Another SDI to HDMI converter. This will be for our front camera. Then we have another one. So I'm trying to think. Maybe our stationary camera, we can do this. Or maybe this will be our right camera, because those are the ones we use. So those will be our 3 camera shots. The HDMI coming from Pro Presenter is going to be fine. I already have, I donated my bi-directional SDI to HDMI there. So actually, I don't even need that. The one that's actually going to be at the church, because we're going to be coming out of the HDMI. We're going to be coming out of the HDMI and the ATEM Mini Pro, and then that will connect directly into our streaming system, because we can go, actually, hold on. I'm trying to think through this, because we need to have HDMI. We can do HDMI or SDI that goes into our streaming system, but the ATEM Mini Pro only has HDMI out. So if we do HDMI out, we got to figure out another way for us to get a signal to our projectors. Oh yeah, I think I overthought this. We're gonna come HDMI out of our ATEM Mini Pro. That's gonna go into a HDMI to SDI converter. Then SDI is gonna go into our HyperDeck so that we can still record. And then the HyperDeck has an HDMI out as well as SDI out. And then the SDI out is gonna go into another converter, which will be here. And then HDMI out. See, I'm messing myself up with this. The HDMI out is gonna go into our projectors. Then the SDI out can go directly to our streaming PC. So I think we're good. The only thing that's gonna happen is the Thor HDMI, the TVs are not gonna work, but that's not gonna be a big deal, because normally whoever's looking at the Northex has the front door to the sanctuary open, so they're just looking directly in anyway. They just won't have a close-up shot. So I think that's good. Either way, I'm gonna take all 3 of these converters, actually all 5 of these converters, just in case. But I think we're good. So this is gonna be really interesting. So I really haven't slept that much, but I'm already up. So thankfully I already got cleaned up. So I just gotta get some clothes on, pack up my gear, and then we'll be heading out of here. Oh, I also knew I forgot something. We need to connect our audio from our Behringer, which is already converting from the Roland, and then it's gonna convert out to our stereo. That's how we're gonna get sound into our stream. So I don't know why I'm actually doing this. I don't really even need that capture card, the SDI out. I can just bring a HDMI cable, a USB cable, and connect that directly to our live streaming system, and we should be good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Now that we got everything set aside, I believe we got everything. Yeah, I think we should be good to go. So now all we got to do is get dressed. Boom. Alrighty. So let's get everything packed. And I think one thing I did forget is I don't have a charger for these. So I got my Anchor charger, and I need enough cables for these. So I need to get 4. I got 2. Need to grab 2 more and a power cable, which just happens to be on the floor from when I was charging my drone. So I'm gonna get 2 more of these, probably pull these off of my PlayStation, and that should be good. So let's get all this stuff packed and let's get in the car and go. So I got a plate today as well, so hopefully whoever's gonna be in the media booth will be there, because I don't think, no, I know I didn't tell them about everything that was going on, because I was hoping everything was going to be in place and it would have been transparent. But I would do my best. Probably just have to leave a note and just pretty much tell them that everything's going to be working except for our static camera and our left camera. So we'll have to use our remote cameras for that. And I guess this is the reason I almost want to move to some full PTZs, but we got to work towards getting the money for that and be able to have that in place. And is it raining? Yes, it is. And I left my umbrella in the car, so let me turn this off so I can get to the car. Let's get inside. Alrighty, so just finished talking to my pastor as well as the head deacon to let them know what's going on, that it's possible that we won't have anything hooked up to projectors. The main focus is going to be, for right now, make sure everybody who's on the live stream can actually see and hear everything. And then if I'm able to get everything showing up on the projectors, then we'll adjust that then. I have everything on a timer upstairs, so it should be on here maybe in about 2 minutes. I just turned the sound system on, and I also removed the restriction of turning on the system with this for right now, because what I think I want to do is put a second switch on there that's dedicated to nothing but the system up here. And to be quite honest, that makes me think if I do that, I might replace all the switches down there with ones like this. I think that will work. But anyway, let's get to setting up everything. All right, so we need to find out which one of these goes to this. This is to Pro Presenter computer. No, excuse me. This is to the Pro Presenter computer because that is a converter. So this needs to be hooked up. This goes to this camera, which we're not going to hook up. That's sound that we're not going to be using right now, but actually maybe we can use these as extensions because they're actually in the same jack that I need to use those cables for, so that's fine. So we're going to use this, which I can actually bring down here. And I have another Ethernet cable right here, so I'm going to set up the ATEM Mini Pro right here, and we should be good. And that's close enough to get to here. So let's set up everything. All right, now also to not mess people up, we're going to connect and run the multi-view for this TV right here. There's normally somebody's going to be operating this. I'll put the multi-view there, which will be the HDMI out, which again would mean there's nothing that's going to be played here in the sanctuary for right now. So, hey, that's how it's going to be. All right, we're hooked up, and as you can see, maybe from the angle, that's just program out. Let's go ahead and hit our multi-view. And nothing. That's strange. Oh, I hit the wrong button. All right, so there's our multi-view. And we just got to fill up the other camera slots. and find some other HDMI cables. And of course, when you're trying to do this, ProPresenter has an update, so I had to update that before I could get everything. Are you serious? Your update wiped out all of my stuff? And just like that, we got another issue because of ProPresenter. Serious? I don't have time for this. Alright, so we got it back. For whatever reason, ProPresenter choked on itself, and then after restarting it a couple of times, everything came up, thankfully. So, let me start some YouTube music. Just make sure our sound is coming through. And we're trying to make sure that, let me actually play something that I won't get hit for. How about that? Also, we want to make sure that, where's my folder? Yeah, we're getting sound through here, as well as everything else is good to go. Either way, while I'm doing that, we do have the video out coming through here, so that's fine. We need to set this to point to here, which is fine. I need to set up our downstream keyer, which is going to be camera number 4 and number 4. So we should be good here, and I got to come back and test this because I'm running out of time. I need to get this cable, and I'm supposed to be playing today, so let's get set up for that. Alright, so everything is set up for my cameras. ProPresenter is fine. That's set up. So now we just need to test some of this stuff, and then we should be good to go. So if we bring up our scripture here, we see it over here. If we do this, all right, so we need to tweak this some.
What the heck?
Yeah, that was somebody just came up and yelling what the heck while we trying to get this stuff working. All right, so all right, we got that clip configured, so this should be fine. I don't want to save this because this is going to reset what I have, but this is just temporary, but maybe we should. We'll save this as ATEM Mini Pro. All right. Whew. So now let's get some music going on, explain how everything is going to be working up here today, and let's see what's going on, because it's almost 9:30 and not that many people here yet.
That you needed the first touch. No, because you can't handle it all at the first touch. Paul is sharing with us that he's not ashamed of the gospel because even his own experience, he didn't get everything at the first touch.
All right, so crisis averted. I'm in the middle of service, found out what it is. One of these power cables, unless I had knocked it loose or something, to the amps for the mics was knocked loose. I came up here by the time pastor was preaching, just went around, just jiggling the cables. I noticed that this unit was not on. Boom, just jiggled the cable, it was loose, and then all the mics started working. So either way, I'm glad it wasn't anything major. Let me pack my stuff up and let's head back and try and take a nap before our round table for today. So let's go. All right, folks, so I am back. It looks like a whole bunch of people had some issues today. I had Good Shepherd contact me. They were having a problem getting onto the live stream, which I think that's because of YouTube's change of their streaming key. So I got to log in, update that, fix that, and get them straight. Then Fifth Street had a problem because Facebook closed the account that I set up for them because they viewed it as a corporate account or something like that. So I don't know. They couldn't live stream, so I had to add everybody as an administrator under their regular Facebook account, and I got to go back down there and tweak their sound system. And then I had like about 3 people call me at the same time. They were having some issues, so it was interesting. And I ended up fixing the sound, the mics that weren't working at our church. It looks like one of the cables, I think I said that, I can't remember. One of the cables was loose or something like that, so that got fixed. Yeah, so it was an interesting day. Trying to get ready. Well, this is the video that I did early this morning. I'm gonna try and edit that, or maybe edit that later. But I'm trying to get ready for the round table that we have today. I was gonna try and go extra long today since we canceled something last week. Never know. But I think that's about it. So the ATEM went well at church. I'm about ready to look at that, and I might even do a post-production. Might have to do that specifically for Good Shepherd. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, I'm gonna log in, copy that file down. That's gonna take a while, and go from there. But we are going to be getting on the road to go finish up Mount Tabor tomorrow. So I'm gonna make sure and get to sleep, and then take y'all along with me with that. And we got some other videos that we're gonna be working on as well too. So anyway, thanks for seeing another day. I hope y'all had a great Sunday. And just know, everybody has issues, so just gotta be prepared, be calm, and roll with the punches. And it's no emergencies. So that's about it. So we will catch y'all in the next video. Later, folks.